Champions League, Porto versus Barcelona. Will Barca drop to the second spot, or will they take the undisputed lead in their group? Today we'll talk about why it's absolutely important to win this match, what are the challenges and what we predict will happen, including the result. Let's start and Visca Barca. Welcome to Barcelona's quickest pre-match podcast, where we discuss only the most relevant points quickly and shortly. Before we deep dive, let's look at why this match is extremely important. The group leadership is at stake, as currently both Barca and Porto are at the top with 3 points each. But why do we need to care about group leadership now? Well, Barcelona's most important goal this season is to win the Champions League. To improve their chances in the knockout stage, it's better to win the group as first place, to then play against a second place team in the knockout stage. This potentially helps to avoid very strong teams like Manchester City or Bayern Munich early on. While winning the group is clearly better, the question then becomes, to what extent is it important to win this match? So it's time for the first discussion question of today. To what extent is it important to win this match? A. An absolute must. B. Desirable, but not a problem if we draw. C. Not a problem, we can make a comeback. D. I'm a Real Madrid fan, so I want Porto to win. Please let us know in the comments what you think. I'll discuss this question later on in the video and also mention 2 other strategic reasons why I think it's important to win this match, so please keep on watching. Which leads us to the next point, who is in a better shape right now? Let's look at the team's performance. Both teams won their opening match in the Champions League this season. Porto beat Shakhtar Donetsk and Barcelona trashed Antwerp, both in away matches. Both teams look strong and are favorites to pass to the knockout stage. That's why, as I mentioned before, Porto really is the team to beat. In the respective leagues, Porto is in 3rd place and Barca is in 2nd place. In the last 5 games, Porto won 3, lost 1 and drew 1. While Barca has a better recent performance, going undefeated for 5 games and winning 4 out of 5. Also, Barcelona has higher points per match and goals per match. However, Porto has conceded less goals per match. So what's your take on this? I feel that while Barca seems to be doing slightly better recently, the match should be very well balanced. Let's also remember that last season Porto finished first in the Champions League group stages, eliminating both Bayer Leverkusen and Atletico de Madrid. So definitely it won't be an easy match for Barcelona. Which leads us to our next point. What are the main issues that Barcelona has to overcome? There are 2 things which are currently problematic. The first issue is a tactical one, which is how to attack. Porto is good at defending and will likely stay back and try to close spaces. What Barcelona has to do is surprisingly very simple. Just continue the current tactics. Why do I think Barcelona should just do that? In September, they played 6 matches and averaged 3 goals per match, which is definitely outstanding. So no need to fix what is not broken, just keep on attacking the way we've been doing. The second issue is structural. Barcelona has a shortage of attacking players. Unfortunately, in the last match against Sevilla, Rafinha was injured. This adds to the current injuries of Frenkie de Jong and Pedri. So if we use the starting lineup of the last game against Sevilla as a base, assuming Fermin Lopez would start instead of Rafinha, then Barcelona only has 1 attacking player as a potential sub, who is Ferran Torres. This is critical, meaning that if anybody else gets injured or suspended, Barcelona doesn't have any other substitutes who are attacking options. So this leads us to the second discussion question. What would be your starting lineup? How would you rotate? Who would you choose? Let us know in the comments and I will provide my own answer at the end of this video. Which leads us to the next discussion point. What do we predict will happen in this game? So as mentioned, Porto will sit back and defend tightly. They will look to press in their own field, hoping to counter-attack against Barca's recent 2-3-5 system. Barca will use Balde and Lamine wide to open the field and attack the half spaces with Joao Felix and Fermin, and sometimes Cancelo. Barcelona will be able to create chances. It will come down to whether Barcelona is able to score more than Porto, or Porto will score more on whatever chances they create on counter-attack. So the third discussion question is, what score do you predict? Now I will provide my answers to the discussion questions. First, how important is it to win this match? The realistic answer is actually either B or C. It's early in the competition, there are still plenty of chances to come back and win this. But I will answer A, and there are 3 reasons why it's better to win this match right now. As mentioned, winning first place gives better chances of a good draw in the knockout stage, so we should widen the gap with Porto as much as we can. The other 2 reasons will help position better off in the long run. Number 2. Strategic options increase. If we start behind, we are forced to win the later matches. This makes us more vulnerable against teams that will look to defend and counter-attack. So we lose strategic options by falling behind instead of being in a position of strength where we can control the game as we please. And number 3, we can rotate better and more effectively if we are ahead. We are already seeing the issues at this match, where we would benefit from rotations, but if we are forced to win, we can't rotate, which in turn leads to more injuries and fatigue, which in turn hurts us more. So I would say, go for it, win this match, and spend the later part of the group stage playing smarter instead of harder. The second question is, what would be your starting lineup? As I believe we need to win this match, I would play with the best that we have. Ter Stegen, Balde, Christensen, Koundé, Cancelo, Fermin, Gavi, Gundogan, Lamine, Lewandowski, and Joao Felix. I would leave Araujo at the bench first, as he is coming out of an injury, not to overdo it. What do you think? Let us know in the comments if you would rotate or choose other players. Finally, what score do you predict? I have faith in our team. I believe we will create several chances and score at least a couple. We may concede in a counterattack, but overall I predict we will win 3-1. Thanks for watching Barca. Please subscribe and like us to help prepare more Barcelona contents for you.